Hi, this is Alan Saunders from Pittsburgh Sports Live here at Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte, where Clemson was just crowned ACC champions for the fifth consecutive time by beating Pitt 42-10 in the 2018 ACC Championship Game. The Panthers came into the game as big underdogs, and certainly that was proven to be an accurate representation very quickly, as Clemson scored on the first offensive play of the game and never trailed throughout while defeating the Panthers by more than the 28-point spread. However, there's still a lot that the Pitt players after the game felt were successful points to take away from the 2018 season, including the way the Panthers came back from their slow start to the year and the development of the young players on the squad that they feel like this experience here in Charlotte can pay dividends for down the road.
I've seen it happen before. Where you're just so much hungrier the next year to get back to where you was at and to finish it. Those guys, the younger guys, underclassmen, they're going to be hungry next year. And I think we really started something here at Pitt, bringing back the winning culture, competing for championships, winning the Coastal Championship. There's still a lot of positives to bring out from this season. There's still a lot of great things we did as a team. It's not all bad.
While there was a lot that went right for the Panthers, there was also a lot that went wrong, particularly in the passing game. Kenny Pickett finished with an embarrassing passing line, 4 of 16 for just 8 yards, 3 turnovers that gave the Tigers 21 points. Pickett didn't have much to say after the game, but Pitt head coach Pat Narduzzi and several of the players were solidly behind Pickett as Pitt's starting quarterback going forward in both the bowl game and for 2019.
Kenny Pickett is one of the best competitors we have on this football team. There's nobody other than Kenny Pickett I would want to lead our offense. I think a lot of people forget. We just walked into the ACC Championship Game with you can call him a true freshman. I'm still going to petition to get that year back. A year ago, he only played 4 games. There's no reason he shouldn't get that year back. He's played unbelievable this year. He's made some great checks in our run game. We obviously didn't throw it as well as we want to, but you can mark that down to whatever it is. It ain't all on a quarterback's shoulders, period. It starts with protection. When he gets time, he can be effective, and when he doesn't, nobody's going to be effective. When you're running for your life back there at times, it's not easy. And, catching snaps, and you think about just getting that ball in your hands every snap, and you got to make quick decisions. It's not easy. Kenny Pickett is our starting quarterback. You can't criticize Kenny Pickett. You can criticize the football team, you can criticize me, and it starts with me, and it trickles all the way down to the last player that traveled with us in the '85. But it certainly is not on Kenny Pickett's shoulders, period. Kenny Pickett is a competitor. I love that kid, and he's our starting quarterback, and you guys can write what you want to write. He brought this team to the ACC Championship Game, period.
If there was a positive note for the Panthers, it was the play of the rushing attack, which was able to do a better job from a yards per carry perspective against the Clemson defense than almost anyone had this season. And in this game, Darrin crossed the 1,000-yard plateau, joining Qadree Ollison, giving Pitt 2 1,000-yard rushers for the first time in Pitt history. Ollison also passed LaShawn McCoy to be the 7th leading rusher in Pitt history. Those two seniors have meant so much to this Pitt team over their 4 years playing for the Panthers, and what a wonderful way for them to go out together. Of course, they'll have one more game to add to those stats in Pitt's bowl game, but a special moment to be a record-setting duo here as Panthers in the ACC Championship.
I owe it to our offensive line, and for them, this is amazing. It shows how hard they work and how hard they grind for us. But I would give all 1,000 back just to win this game, So really, it was a great honor, and I'm glad that our offensive line, I hope they get most of the credit for it because they deserve it.
You love seeing those guys have success. It's really easy to block for them. They're awesome. They're so selfless. They share all season. Whoever saw it, they gave the rock. And that's just kind of the way it was. Love blocking for those guys.
As I mentioned, Pitt will have a bowl game and a 14th game for the 2018 season. Their destination still be determined. We'll likely find that out on Sunday. The potential destinations appear to be the Pinstripe Bowl, the Sun Bowl, perhaps the Independence Bowl, or the Quick Lane Bowl in Detroit. didn't do themselves any favors with the way both the final score of this game looked and the way that the Panthers started the game out in a 14-0 hole with a lot of sloppy play while everyone was still tuned in on national television. We'll see what happens with the Panthers going forward. Of course, Pittsburgh Sports Live will be there with them every step of the way. Until then, signing off from Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte, I'm Alan Saunders for Pittsburgh Sports Live.